Yee.
Yo, 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 fam.
Hey, good morning, Yee.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
And it's Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
And today our Brooklyn Nets are going to be playing in Philly.
That's right, the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, I hit Michael Rubin, who's the owner of the 76ers, on some jokes, saying, really just talking ish. Me and Yee's coming, we coming. Well, I didn't really
speak for yourself.
Well, I didn't think he was going to take it literally. It was like, I bet I got y'all seats. Come on down. So now me and Yee are really going to Philly today.
Yes, we're going to Philly to watch our Brooklyn Nets play. This is going to be the fourth game. We're down 1-3.
Yeah, we're 1-3. And Philly fans are probably some of the worst fans ever. Like, have you ever been to a game in Philly?
No.
Oh, they are the worst. Like, they don't care. Women, kids, men, old men, they don't care. They get it in. Like, Philly is crazy. I went to an Eagles game. I'm a Giants fan. I went with my kids. I was scared for my life. Like, they were throwing popcorn. They were cursing me out.
You were scared of popcorn?
They were throwing everything. They might have cursed out
lemon.
I think my daughter was like 7 years old at the time. They might have cursed her out too. And there was nothing I could do. It was just a sea of Philadelphia fans.
A lot of people kept texting me or tweeting me last night that The Lion King was on.
Oh, did you watch it?
No.
Great. Great.
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news, what we talking about?
Well, all those town halls took place last night, and if you didn't get a chance to see Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, everybody was talking last night. So we'll have some of those highlights. No way we can get all of them, but we'll have some of them for you.
All right. We'll get that all when we come back. Keep it locked. Let's get the show cracking. Here's little baby Drake. Yes, indeed. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get in some front page news. Now, NBA scores last night. The Blazers beat the Thunder 111-98. The Bucks beat the Pistons 127-104. And the Jazz beat the Rockets 107-91. Now, they say Odell went on a rant yesterday. I didn't see the rant. What was he ranting about?
He was on Twitter. He was saying, ask the coach. I begged him to go to each and every one of those games, actually for my teammates, and to be on the sideline for the home games. He told me no. Anything else, sir? That's to whoever tweeted asking why I didn't travel while I was hurt. Next. So this was him just kind of answering people's questions.
Yeah, people were mad at him saying he didn't travel with the team. He was out partying while the team had the last couple of games. I mean, they weren't making the playoffs, and they said he was injured, and it didn't make sense for him to play anyway. Turn your mic on. He said the coach told him don't travel with the team.
Oh, he said the coach told him?
Yeah, he said the coach told him don't travel with the team.
He was on Twitter yesterday just basically telling everything.
Wah. Odell is a baby. Who cares? He don't play for the New York Giants no more.
He's just straightening things up, that's all.
If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, cool. You about to root for the Browns, Envy?
No, I'm not.
All right, then.
No, I'm a Giants fan.
Well, I guess part of it was he was responding to an article about why he won't be missed. And so...
welcome to New York, baby. They don't miss you in New York once you're gone.
And he said, that's all. Damn, I want to voice my opinion like everybody else can do and back myself up. It's a problem. Like I'm supposed to get walked over forever. Shut up and dribble. No, sir, not me.
You don't play basketball.
He's taking, he's taking.
No, that's corny. You don't even play basketball.
What are you going to say? Shut up and catch?
No, I hate when people do stuff like that. Just grab random cliches and apply it to themselves.
It's basically saying that all they want him to be is just a sports star, and he wants to be more than that.
That's not true, because all they're talking about is sports in this situation. All they're talking about is why he didn't travel with the team. All they're talking about is sports.
Well, he did.
He just wanted to respond.
You got to read the whole series of tweets of him trying to explain everything that went down.
Well, that's what happens in New York City.
Shout out to Odell. He lit New York up for the little bit of time he was there.
That's right. And now that you're gone, you didn't win no championship. Nobody cares. Eli won 2 championships here, and they dog Eli to me.
He needs to retire. That's all. Let's just say he needs to retire.
See what I'm saying?
Nobody's taking away his rings. He just needs to just retire. What else you got, Yee?
Well, let's talk about these town halls from yesterday. Now, Elizabeth Warren was talking, and one of the things front and center for her was the student loan price tag and her student loan forgiveness proposal. Here's what she had to say.
Part 1, we are going to roll back student loan debt for about 95% of students who have debt. Part 2 is to make sure that we never get in this mess again on student loan debt, and that is to make college universally available with free tuition and fees, and to put more money into Pell Grants, and that we put some real money into our historically black colleges and universities.
All right, she also talks about how the money will work with this whole college plan that she has.
And here's how the money works out. If we put that 2-cent wealth tax in place on the 75,000 largest fortunes in this country, we can do universal child care for every baby 0 to 5, universal pre-K, universal college and knock back the student loan debt burden for 95% of our students and still have nearly $1 trillion left over.
She also says that while she's campaigning, every time she sees a little girl while on the campaign trail, she'll kneel down and say, "Hi, my name is Elizabeth and I'm running for Senate," because that's what girls do. That's what she did when she was running, and how she had to overcome sexism. Now, another person who had their town hall yesterday was Kamala Harris, and she talked about gun control.
I will give the United States Congress 100 days to get their act together and have the courage to pass reasonable gun safety laws. And if they fail to do it, then I will take executive action, put in place a requirement that for anyone who sells more than 5 guns a year, they are required to do background checks when they sell those guns. For any gun dealer that breaks the law, the ATF take their license. On the third piece, part of what has happened under the current administration is they took fugitives off the list of prohibited people. I put them back on the list.
All right, so she wants to make it harder for fugitives, well, not possible for them to buy guns at all. And she also talks about impeachment, and she does believe that Congress should take the steps toward impeachment right now when it comes to Donald Trump. Now, Bernie Sanders had his town hall yesterday as well, and he was saying that he thinks that America, everybody should have the right to vote.
If somebody commits a serious crime, sexual assault, murder, they may be in jail for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, their whole lives. But I think the right to vote is inherent to our democracy. Yes, even for terrible people.
All right. So he says even if you go to jail, after that, when you come back, you should be able to vote. Now, Pete Buttigieg also had his town hall yesterday, and he was discussing not falling for the bait.
You've gotten into kind of a public back and forth between Vice President Pence and yourself over the issue of discrimination against LGBTQ people and faith. The current ambassador to Germany, Richard Grenell, who's also gay, he weighed in on this, saying that you have been, quote, pushing this hate hoax along the lines of Jussie Smollett for a very long time now, several weeks. How do you respond to that?
I'm not a master fisherman, but I know bait when I see it, and I'm not going to take it.
Yeah, I was up late watching that last night because Pete Buttigieg, he was the last person. He didn't even go until 11. He got off at midnight. But a lot of questions, I will admit, I've heard here on the Breakfast Club before, especially the do you have a black agenda question? Do you believe in reparations for descendants of slaves? But I would like for CNN to not just ask the black candidate, Kamala Harris, those questions. I'd like for those questions to be asked all across the board.
Absolutely.
Now, some people were saying for Pete Buttigieg, he didn't have much about policy, but he says, I think it's pretty clear where I stand when it comes to policy. So on major issues, and he said Medicare for all is an example of that. But he says he just wants to talk about other things as well.
I enjoyed it. It's so interesting because you would think the presidential election is this November, the way they're going so hard. But it's not till next year.
Right.
You know
well, yeah,
I mean?
and it's a very crowded space right now for the Democrats. So there's going to be some standouts, and we're all still trying to decide who are we rocking with?
Nah, I got my standouts already.
I got a couple of standouts.
Do you know who you want right now?
No, not yet.
You don't know yet?
Maybe.
One person?
Maybe. I like Kamala Harris. I like Mayor Pete right now. Those are my two. I like the things Tim Ryan talks about when it comes to social and emotional learning.
So we are still trying to decide.
But I'm not a one-issue voter, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's front page news. I just want to tell you guys, if your password is easy, you need to change it. I was listening to the news channel on the way in today, and it was like 22% of the world uses their as a password 1 2 3 4 5 6.
That's just impossible.
And then they said after that it's like ABC 1 2 3.
Nobody's that stupid.
Yeah, all right.
Well,
all right.
Half the world is using it.
Or 20% they said.
Yeah, that's just lazy. By the way, that's
lazy.
just lazy. Like that's just you not even like using a little bit of your brain power, because you could use your birthday, you could use your kid's birthday, you could use your first dog's name.
Yeah.
Like, come on. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Stop it.
Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad night, horrible night, or maybe you want to spread some positivity. The number again, 800-585-1051. Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's up? This is Reese from Chicago.
What's up, bro? What's up from the Chi? Get it off your chest, bro.
I'm blessed because my 1 hour comedy special is available right now on Amazon Prime.
All right. You do comedy?
What's your name?
Yeah, I do comedy. It's Perry's Rabbit from Chicago.
Okay.
How the hell you get a comedy special on Amazon?
He's funny.
Hey, man, I talked to you. Actually, I talked to you, this was last year, man. I told you, Amy Schumer gave me a bunch of money and I used all of that money to shoot my own comedy special.
Good for you.
Smart, bro. Real
That's
smart,
dope.
man.
Well, salute to Amy Schumer. Why Amy gave you some money? She bought some drugs from you or something?
Hey, man, it's a long story, man. I tell that story when I get the chance, but it was a crazy story. And also, right now, if you go to YouTube and type in back page stories, I got the greatest back page stories of all time.
I need to hit up Amy and find out why she just giving random money to the random black people. Now, she just out here handing out reparations for no reason.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ty, good morning, Ty.
Hi, good morning.
Now, Ty, you found out that...
Charlamagne.
Good morning. Yes, I'm here, baby. What's happening?
You found out that your husband's cheating on you, Ty?
Yeah, I did, and it's crazy because I just woke up. I'm taking my son to get dropped off, and I'm headed on my way to work. And we've been together for almost 12 years, and I don't know. I really don't feel no type of way. Like, it's like, he said like certain things like the last week that just didn't make sense. And I was talking to my girlfriend, and I'm just like, he was saying things like, you take the life out of me.
Whoa.
You like drama and all of this. And then come to find out, like, you probably weren't even talking long, because they said that they just met you and they didn't even know you were married.
Damn.
So he not cheating.
I haven't even said anything to him. Like, I let him hold me while he was sleeping last night.
Wow.
Didn't say anything to him. So I know he watches the Breakfast Club. So I hope he hears it on his way to work this morning.
So basically, you want him to know that you know that he cheated.
Yeah, cheating doesn't mean like you slept with them, but you talked to them. So therefore, you stepped out on the marriage.
No, I need to know what level of cheating now, because it's cheating, then it's cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Cheating is cheating when you commit and make a vow to God. Like, you don't step out of that.
Yeah, but he might have just been talking to the girl.
For what?
Why aren't you saying anything to him? I'm just curious.
Because I found out last night in the middle of the night.
So you are going to say something to him.
If he listens to the Breakfast Club this morning, which I'm sure he will.
I think you need to make sure he's cheating first before you put him on blast. That man could have been talking to some young lady about buying you a present.
I've already talked to the females.
She could be lying.
She could be lying.
No, they're not lying.
Is he black?
They know what kind of vehicle he drives. Yeah.
So what?
No, black men don't cheat.
Word is born. Does he have? I bet you his license plate say black men don't cheat on it. Who cares what kind of vehicle he drives?
I ain't got that to do. At the end of the day, I'm not pressed though, because I'm an independent woman. And I'm good. I devoted 12 years to you, and I'm all the way good.
Well,
by the way, it's okay. It's okay to be hurt.
It is. And do your homework just to make sure. Just don't jump out the window. Make sure, and if you got the evidence, then you do what you got to do.
How am I making sure? If the number is in his phone, and that's what it's in there, there's nothing I need to make sure of.
You don't have to pretend to be okay if you're really not feeling okay. Just so
I'm not okay. I'm actually very, very hurt, but I'm not gonna try to figure out what happened, what didn't happen. That kind of makes you hurt more.
Breathe,
so
baby. And if he was holding you last night, that means he feel extra guilty.
Yeah, and that's wrong. And you won't feel real guilty when it's all the way over.
Lord have mercy.
I don't want to say make sure he was really cheating.
I don't know
just
why
want you to make sure you was really cheating before you make a permanent decision based off temporary feelings.
You definitely should have a conversation with him,
Oh, I will have a conversation with him. I just couldn't get to any of my girlfriends this morning, so I said, let me call
That's the wrong people to be talking to at a time like this. Okay?
Well, good luck, Mama.
I'll be talking to them single-ass girlfriends of yours at a time like this.
And what's his name?
I'm keeping it 100.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian, fix up, Brian.
Damn, that's my brother's name.
Fix up. All right,
Brian's
Ty.
like, what?
Yeah. All right, thank y'all. Have a good morning.
I mean,
He's probably
shoot.
still sleeping peacefully.
Why would she warn him, though? Don't give the man time to get his lie together.
Right, man.
He got all day
He got all day now. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Kirsty.
Hey, Kirsty. Get it off your chest.
Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, I love you guys and I love this show. I listen to it every morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to let you guys know that I sent you guys my song about a few times and nobody responded back, and I definitely wanted you to check it out. It's in your DMs on Instagram.
Okay, we got to look at it. It's in our
right,
DM. What's your name on there?
Kirsty, Kurcy. It's underscore Kurcy_.
Thank you, Kirsty. Monica.
Hey guys. Hey Breakfast Club.
Hey, Monica.
What's happening?
Good morning.
Get it off your chest.
Listen, Would you say the guy who was making minimum wages, but everything is good with him, meaning that sex is good, his conversation is good, energy is good. He just don't have a lot of money.
But where does he work at?
He does security.
Okay.
Okay, security's a good job. How old is he?
He's in his early 40s. But I just don't, like, it's just that when we out, I'm paying half the bill, you know, like he just doesn't.
This is how you know girls don't really be wanting love. Y'all don't really be wanting love like y'all say y'all do, because you said this man is cool, he got everything else, but you worried about how much money he make. This is how I know y'all really don't be the wanting love, and you need to stop lying to yourself.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, would you date someone like that?
Well, you are, and you are happy. The only thing you're not happy about is having to pay for stuff all the time.
No. That's not the only thing. But if you come in short all the time, will that become an issue later in life? Is what my concern is.
I think the concern
is going to always be an issue.
I think the concern is more about his aspirations and what is it that he wants to do for himself, right?
But my goal is pushing him to do better, or pushing him to even look for a better job. He may be content with what he's doing, and that's the problem right now.
Okay, so you don't.
He okay with making his minimum wage, and I'm looking like a bigger picture.
Have you had the conversation with him?
Of course.
And what'd he say?
I mean, you can't force no one to do something if they don't have the willpower to do it themselves. You can tell them all day long.
Yeah, he probably don't have the aspiration
to do better and look for better. But if they're not pushing to do it, then you like talking to a wall.
But are you willing to lose love over some money?
That's the dilemma.
Oh my God!
It's like, I know. Like, I'm thinking long term though. I'm not like you. When you're up age, you don't want to freaking. You're not dating just to be dating. You thinking like this needs to be a husband material, not a little boyfriend.
And I will say,
young girl.
It's not just about the money. It's about his motivations in life, right?
So that's my thing. Like, if I don't see that you're eager to do better, then how can I see long term in you? If I'm seeing that you're content with a mediocre job that's making $10, $12 an hour, and you're not pushing for greatness, like, how is that?
Yeah, that's more what the issue is.
I want to go further with that. That's my thing.
You do realize most Americans want a better job, right? Most Americans want a career. A lot of those things aren't available.
Yeah, but if he's not trying, that's really an issue. When people are motivated, they're trying, they're going hard.
I can tell you all day long to go apply every day for a job. I can tell you all day long.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He might not be motivated by money. He might just enjoy life. He might not want to work as hard and work harder. He likes his job. He likes the money that he gets, and he loves you. I don't see the problem with it.
How about Americans want jobs, but not low-paying hourly work, but a lot of jobs aren't available?
I understand all that. I truly do. But you looking at long-term, like mortgages and bills and stuff that needs to be paid. You
got goals in life. And you work hard, so.
I work a pretty decent job. So if anything, I'm looking like if I stay in this situation, I'm going to be fronting most of the darn bill.
So it shouldn't matter. You know, I ain't going to front it. The money shouldn't matter if you love somebody, because then what you leave this dude, then you find somebody that makes a bunch of money. He cheats on you. He doesn't treat you right. But yet he pays the most of the bills.
I hope you get laid off. I hope you get laid off,
don't say that.
And then you'll understand what love is. All right. I hope you get laid off, and all he got is that little minimum wage job. Well, all right, and then you'll really appreciate that love and what he brings to the table.
But we can't tell her where her priority should be in a relationship. If it's important to her to have somebody.
You always trouble with somebody. You always causing trouble. No, I hope I don't get laid off, but I hope he finds a better job.
Damn
yes, there you go.
She wants him to get motivated.
All right. He might be motivated. He might just enjoy what he's doing.
He's not.
Love you more.
Good morning.
Hi, thank you. All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got rumors on the way?
Yes, let's talk about a memoir that's going to be released this fall that an artist worked on before his untimely passing. Also, a new book about Whitney Houston from somebody that's extremely close to her.
All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. I love these arguments we have behind the scenes. We're gonna put on air in a little bit. But right now, morning everybody, is DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk. Prince.
Whoa, that was an insult.
What's going on? Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Prince's autobiography is going to be available for sale on October 29th. It's called The Beautiful Ones. Now, Prince had been working on this memoir before he passed away, and his estate says it's now finished, and so it's going to come out.
Now, I remember when he died, they said he only had got like 20 pages done. So where those rest of those pages just magically appeared from?
Well, it's going to have never-before-seen material, rare pictures, archived scrapbooks, handwritten lyric sheets. So it's his own personal things that's real from his life.
So it's not a book. It's like
it's a book.
Picture book and lyrics.
Yeah, it's still a book, but it's a memoir.
It's not his memoirs.
Well, they're calling it an autobiography. It's called The Beautiful Ones.
Okay.
And it's his estate that's putting it out. So it has his writing from his own hand and images that he carefully preserved at Paisley Park. It's a tribute to his life. And they said it's very moving. I can't wait to get that. You know, I am going to pre-order that before it comes out. All right. Now, Robin Crawford, that's Whitney Houston's best friend. She has a book coming out as well. It's called A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston. Now, as you remember, Bobby Brown used to say that Whitney Houston and Robin Crawford had a same-sex relationship for years behind closed doors.
Wendy Williams used to say that as well. That's why Whitney used to want to smoke with her.
Right. So, according to Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston didn't want to embrace her sexuality publicly because she didn't want judgment from her mother and from other people as well. So that book, A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston, is coming out in November.
So I was going to talk about their relationship and everything? We don't know.
Yeah, it's not out.
I mean, she got to tell her truth. I mean, even though Whitney's not here, bless you, she still got to tell her truth, right?
All right, now Russell Wilson just gave the Seahawks linemen a nice gift. The offensive line just got $12,000 in Amazon stock each. So you guys know he did sign the contract that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. So that's 13 offensive linemen. That's $156,000 in stocks that he gave them.
That's good. What are you doing?
How much is stock?
$12,000 each.
Yeah.
Okay.
$156,000. That's great.
What's the problem, Charlamagne? What's the problem? He didn't have to do that.
He can afford to give the cash, but the stocks are good too. The stocks can go up and down.
It will go up and down.
You know what I
It's
mean?
nothing like having stock. He said, every Sunday we go to battle together. You sacrifice your physical and mental well-being to protect me, which in turn allows me to provide and care for my family.
But what if the stock goes down? If the stock goes down, I don't feel like blocking for you this week. That can vary from week to week.
They
is
can
all I'm
also
saying.
sell the stock if they want.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
cash out. It's up to them. All right, now Kylie Jenner has teased some new Travis Scott music, and that's in her makeup ad. Kai Brows, which is coming out on April 29th. Here is the song.
Yeah, I like that. That's couples working together because Kylie gonna make that song shoot to #1.
And for Travis Scott, by the way, HBO's The Shop is coming back on May 4th for the next episode, and Travis Scott and Pharrell will be on that lineup
That's
also.
dope.
So make sure y'all check that out. And Tidal, they have launched a contest. That's for tickets to Jay-Z's sold out B-side show. And that is going to be happening at Webster Hall after a bunch of renovations just took place. They're reopening this Friday. So the tickets, of course, are sold out. But if you want to go, they said Hov wants to see your best rendition of one of his B-side songs. All you have to do is post a video of yourself rapping and then tag Tidal using hashtag Tidal times Jay-Z, Tidal X Jay-Z. And you have to do this by tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, and you can potentially win.
That's going to be
and
hilarious.
Get a chance to go to the concert.
That's going to be fun.
Salute to everybody in New York that's choosing Hove over Thanos this Friday because the Avengers Endgame does come out on the 26th. Who the hell's throwing their hand up? Oh, that was Sandra. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, yes, what's your favorite B-side song by Jay-Z?
Oh, man. I mean, I got so many of them, man. You can go, Lucky Me. You can go So Ghetto.
Show Me How to
You
Do
can
That,
go
Son.
Show Me How to Do This, Son. You can go You, Me, Him, and Her.
I Did It My Way.
I like
My Way.
Success with Nas. I like Ignorant with Beanie Siegel. I guess there's so many. I don't know.
There's a lot.
I like damn near I like Jay's B-sides way more than the singles any damn way.
All right.
Not too many Jay-Z singles that I go listen to every day. Like, it's not like I ride the Hard Knock Life. You know what I'm saying? I don't ride the Dirt Off Your Shoulders. I don't ride the Big Pimpin'. I ride to the B-side records.
All
Streets
right.
is watching.
What's your favorite
No.
B-sides, Emmy?
I think I would show you how to do this, son. I think also. Did she just set me up? What she said? What's your favorite D side? You know what?
I'm Angela
I was
Yee,
just gonna see
and
if you
that
was
is
gonna
your
catch
rumor report.
I was gonna see if you was gonna catch it, but you didn't catch it. You just jumped right on that D. As soon as she threw it out there, you couldn't wait to say what your favorite one was.
I was in a D last week, so I think I just
The
continue
crazy
on.
thing was she said, "What's your favorite D?" And you said, "Show you how to do this, son." Wow, drop on the clues bomb for Envy, boy. You know what I'm saying? Always on brand.
Front page news on the way.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Let's get in some front page news. All right, let's start off with sports. Now, the Trailblazers beat the Thunder last night, 111-98. The Bucks beat the Pistons, 127-104. And the Jazz beat the Rockets, 107-91.
And tonight, the Nets are playing again in the playoff game.
That's right. They're playing
the
against 76ers. Yee and I actually got invited to that game from one of the owners, Michael Rubin, and we're going to head out there, right?
Well, yeah, we're going to go cheer on our Brooklyn Nets. So shout out to everybody from the Nets organization.
Could be the last game of the season for the Nets, so you should.
It could be.
Or we could win the next 3.
That's right. I was just saying that the Eagle fans are probably the worst fans I've ever seen in my life. So just give me that heads up, we got to be a little careful because they are the worst.
They might throw popcorn at us.
Philly fans. Yeah, Philly fans. The worst. All right, what else are we talking about?
Well, yesterday there were town halls all night long on CNN, and Elizabeth Warren was there. And she was talking about student loan forgiveness and student loan proposals and college debt. Here's what she had to say.
Part 1, we are going to roll back student loan debt for about 95% of students who have debt. Part 2 is to make sure that we never get in this mess again on student loan debt, and that is to make college universally available with free tuition and fees, and to put more money into Pell Grants, and that we put some real money into our historically black colleges and universities.
Now, Bernie Sanders was on talking about the right to vote and how everyone should have that right.
If somebody commits a serious crime, sexual assault, murder, they may be in jail for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, their whole lives. But I think the right to vote is inherent to our democracy. Yes, even for terrible people.
Now, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it depends on the crime that they commit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you're a non-violent, drug offender, yes, you may have the right to vote. But if you're somebody that's murdered 20 people, I don't think that you should have the right to vote.
Yeah, that's a tough one. So, but he stands by that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kamala Harris was on there, and she was talking about impeachment and how Democrats should proceed after Robert Mueller's report. She also was talking about guns and what she wants to do with people being able to get their hands on guns, even if they were fugitives. She also discussed sex work, legal sex work versus trafficking.
Girls who are being trafficked were being called teenage prostitutes, when in fact they were the victims of an incredible amount of abuse. We then created a safe house for these young women, and then we were responsible for actually getting legislation passed that said that when those Johns and pimps are prosecuted, they should be prosecuted in connection with the sale of a child. We should not be criminalizing women who are engaged in consensual, opportunities for employment, but we should definitely be careful and be sure that they are not being trafficked or abused in any way.
Okay, and Pete Buttigieg was there, Mayor Pete, and he was talking about immigration reform.
There are over 10 million people who are undocumented immigrants in this country, and the reality is we can't have comprehensive immigration reform that works unless it addresses the status for those 11-some million undocumented immigrants. So what we need to do is make sure there's a pathway to citizenship for them too, a level of protection for dreamers, a set of reforms to clear up the bureaucracy and the backlogs in the lawful immigration system, and reasonable measures on border security.
All right, so that's your basically in a nutshell, those are your cliff notes from last night.
Yeah, I stayed up and watched that last night.
I didn't. I went to sleep.
No, I watched it. I watched from Elizabeth Warren to Mayor Pete. I'm very intrigued by Kamala Harris and Mayor Pete, and we all have to remember that we are in the midst of dream selling season, so we have a bunch of people telling us what we want to hear. A lot of people are saying things that sound good,
right.
But I'm personally listening to people who have legitimate ideas for the American people, because I think a lot of those questions at those town halls, the questions they get are based on where they stand morally,
right?
And that's great, but I'm more intrigued by the ideas they have for the economy, for healthcare, things that people use in their everyday lives to make their world better.
Yeah, I also feel like everybody's going to say the right thing. I feel like they call salespeople at the end of the day. They're going to say the right thing. They're going to say what they have to say, but
except for Bernie. Bernie's at the age where he's so old, he don't give a damn.
He don't care.
Bernie got the hairs hanging out his nose, the hairs hanging out his ears.
Yeah.
Bernie just old, and he just telling you the truth. He don't give a damn what you think about it.
Right.
And you can also look at people's track records and what they've done with policies this far in their career.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's front page news. Now let's have a conversation. Let's open up the phone lines. Let me clear the lines. 800-585-1051. Earlier this morning, a young lady called during Get It Off Your Chest, and this is what she said. We have a clip of audio.
Listen.
Would you say the guy who is making minimum wages, but everything is good with him? He just don't have a lot of money. He does security. He's in his early 40s. It's just that when we out, I'm paying half the bill. But my goal is pushing him to do better or pushing him to even look for a better job. He may be content with what he's doing, and that's the problem right now.
So let's have this conversation. 800-585-1051. I feel like, this is me personally, she said that she loves him in bed. They have
She said that?
Yeah.
That's you personally?
No, they said she said she loves him in bed.
I thought she said it was good.
He was good in
Everything's
bed. Everything is good in bed. They have great conversation. He treats her well. The only problem is he doesn't make enough money for her. Now, what's the problem with that? He has a great job. He's a security guard. He has benefits. He could get his teeth cleaned. He could go to the doctor. There's no problem.
I ain't hear all that about benefits now.
Yeah, benefits. If you're a security
You just
guard, you get
made all that.
benefits.
You just made all
I
that
ain't
up.
gonna lie. You making up a lot
What
of
security
stuff,
guard
bro.
don't get benefits?
A lot of security guards don't get benefits.
If they work for a company, they get benefits.
You just making this man's life
maybe
up.
yeah, well, it sounds.
Could you just go off what she said?
Just stop trying to sway us to your side.
It sounds like a good man to me.
My God.
So you would go for it.
He's your type. Top flight security is what you're after, is what you're saying.
Oh my God! How does it always turn to me?
Top flight.
He sound like a good man to me.
What is the question, you asses? I'm not talking to you guys.
You got the question over there.
800. I'm trying to get to the question.
The question is love or money, my
Well,
brother.
stop making things up.
That's all.
That's what I'm just saying. He has a good job. He treats her right. He's good in bed.
You want to know what
It's
I heard?
great conversation.
I heard that she's not content with him being content, and she wants to push her man to do even more and to become greater. And that's what it seems like to me.
He might
the
not want to
issue
be
is.
greater. He has a great job. He loves and enjoys. He
that's
pays his bills.
But she said she's not content with that. She's not content with him just being okay in his everyday life. She wants him to strive for better because she sees more in him. That's what I heard.
I didn't hear that. But 800-585-1051. Taking love or money? That's what we're talking about this morning. What's wrong with this guy? He got a great job, great benefits, get his teeth clean. 800
Tell him, girl.
58
Top flight, keep the bottom tight. That's right,
You know
baby.
what? 800
I see you in Vegas.
585-1051. I hate y'all. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking love or money. Now, earlier this morning during Get It Off Your Chest, a young lady called and told us about her situation. Let's hear it.
Listen.
Would you say the guy who is making minimum wages, but everything is good with him? He just don't have a lot of money. He does security. He's in his early 40s. It's just that when we out, I'm paying half the bill. But my goal is pushing him to do better or pushing him to even look for a better job. He may be content with what he's doing, and that's the problem right now.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. We're talking love or money. Let's start with you, Yee.
I think that finances are the number one reason that people get divorced. I think for her, it's not just necessarily about the money. It's also about his motivation. And she doesn't feel like she can be with somebody who's content in what it is that he's doing. She sees more in her man and she wants him to do more. So I can understand not wanting to, and I've been in the same situation before where you're like, okay, I'm tired of, me being the one that's going out and doing things and trying to get raises and promotions. And I've helped people with their resume and helped them go out and get more. And she even said she tries to tell him to do that and he won't. So it's hard to be with somebody, I think, less than the money, more about the motivation that's not motivated.
I don't agree.
You just asked me what I think.
I know, but I'm just saying what I think. I feel like love and being able to connect with somebody is most important to me. I mean, what's really money if you guys are living the way that you want to live? If he has a good job, he enjoys his job, he enjoys his free time. Who cares? Who cares if he can't go to a vacation to Dubai? Maybe he doesn't want to go to Dubai.
She didn't say anything about Dubai.
I'm just saying if he doesn't have the money. If he doesn't have the money or whatever it may be. But if the conversation is good, the sex is good, they love each other, I don't see the problem. I
think that people need to be more understanding when it comes to finances, because the truth to the matter is, regardless of what you see on social media, majority of Americans are not balling. Okay, 80% of U.S. workers live paycheck to paycheck. 65% of Americans save little to nothing. The median weekly earnings of a full-time full-time employee, age 25 to 34, is $820 a week or $42,000 annually. And that's before taxes. So after taxes, bills, rent, car payments, if you got a car, the money is not there. So all you have is, guess what? Love. So what you better do is find somebody who loves you, take what you're making, take what she's making, and come together, build from there. People have this fairy tale of being swept off their feet and taken in by someone from the 1%. Guess what? I have dreams of winning the Powerball. I play every week. Only thing I can say to us both is good luck.
Well,
it's not reality.
She didn't say that he needs to be in the 1%, but I can understand when she said she has a good job. I can understand as women when we're trying to motivate and get higher in our careers and going really hard for things, and we're with someone who we're trying to motivate to also do the same, and they won't do it. It does get frustrating.
But a security job is a good job, by the way.
But she's trying to motivate him to do more than that.
But talking about you say, you know, what the guy won't do. What if he just simply is not in position because of the way America is structured? A lot of people want better, more high-paying jobs. They're just not available at the moment.
Well, she's trying to motivate him, and I get it. Like, I've been in that position where I know I go really hard. People might tell me I can't do this, I can't get this job, and I still managed to make it happen because I tried.
And
I went for it. And she said
he's not bagging groceries.
And she
He's
said
doing security, which
that
is a
she
great
wants
job.
to motivate him, and he won't do it. So it's just hard when somebody won't even listen or try.
I got family members that have died to be a security guard. I got friends that have died to be a security guard. They can't find work.
I just want y'all to know this is what drives security guards to rap, stuff like this. All right, this right here is what drives security guards to pick up the microphone. You know what I mean? Trying to get a better life for their boo. You know what I mean?
Jim.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, Jim? We're talking about this guy. Money or love, bro?
Man, I think love, but like I think their situation's more than money. I think
it's not just
like,
money.
Exactly. I think it's like right now is money, but like what if in 10 years it's like she wants him to fight more for like their marriage? I think it's more about like his ambition in general.
Right.
But
it's hard to be with somebody who's just not ambitious.
But he can be ambitious.
Attractive.
He's just happy with what he has. Some people just
then he's
are
not
happy.
ambitious.
He's happy. He got to that point. He was ambitious, and he's just happy. He's content with life. There's a lot of people that's like that. And I don't see a problem with it.
She does, though.
No, I don't necessarily see a problem with it either. I think you're right about that. But I just think it might come up later on, like where she might be trying extra hard to advance in life, and he's just sitting there playing Xbox. I mean,
it bothers
nobody
her.
said he was playing no damn Xbox. She ain't saying nothing about no damn video games.
Well, I did, so I'm just
he's
saying,
saying.
man, that's all.
I've just seen this happen so many times. It's happened to me. It's happened to my friends where we really want our man to be like, come on, you can do more. You're great. And they just won't do anything, and it gets frustrating.
But do they love you? Did your man love you? Did he treat you right? Did he not cheat on you?
Did he treat me white?
Did he treat you right? Did he not cheat on you?
I'm going to tell y'all this, man. If you choose money over love, you're going to always be poor.
800-585-1051. What's your thoughts? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about this young lady that called earlier during Get It Off Your Chest. Let's listen.
Would you say the guy who was making minimum wages, but everything is good with him? He just don't have a lot of money. He does security. He's in his early 40s. It's just that when we out, I'm paying half the bill. But my goal is pushing him to do better or pushing him to even look for a better job. He may be content with what he's doing, and that's the problem right now.
So we're asking, what do you think?
Right.
Listen, man, money and love aren't the same thing. The more you spend money, the less you have. The more you spend love, the more you get in return. And I don't know why people don't look around and say to themselves, damn, a lot of us are in the same boat. Most Americans are not balling. I know social media makes you think otherwise. But men and women are not out here living this lavish life that they pretend to. So y'all better figure it out and come together and come create a plan to help each other grow.
And I think I didn't look at it as a money thing. I looked at it more as being with somebody who's content or somebody who's ambitious. And I choose ambition.
You say that now until I'm on my
always.
fourth mixtape at 40.
I
And you know
say
what I'm
that, I
saying?
say that
You
always.
say that.
Ambition,
You
mad
say that
ambition.
until I make my own beats. I got my own rhymes. I'm dropping all the time. I'm starting to get my followers up. I got all this ambition. But now you ready to leave.
Ambition's not always about being
that deal yet.
Ambition's not always about being a rapper, though. Like maybe he wants to own a security company. That's a great ambition.
That takes time.
Okay. And he's in his 40s. He's got time.
So what? But that takes time, and that is when you and your woman need to come together and pool your resources, because unity is a group operation is a must, and figure out how we can get this security company off the ground.
Except if he doesn't want to do it because he's just content.
Maybe I don't want a security company. Maybe I like working 40 hours a week. You know why? Because I get off at 5 and I can spend the rest of my time with my family.
Wow.
Maybe he wants that way.
Very
now
true.
because I'm working and I'm ambitious.
Now look at me, Charlamagne, look at you. How many events sometimes do you miss for your kids because you got other things to do?
I'm not even putting myself in this
why would
conversation.
y'all?
But you do.
You know why I'm not putting myself in this
Doesn't
conversation?
pertain to you.
Because I'm part of the 1%. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what?
I'm a catch.
You know what? You're a catch? This guy's crazy.
I mean, security matters though in a
You think he's a
relationship.
catch?
No.
All right. Tyler, good morning, Tyler.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Envy, Charlamagne, Angela Yee.
Hey, sir. What do you think, brother?
Hey, man, look, it's 2019. If she is so concerned about money, she can go ahead and make it herself. She seems like she has a brother that is actually willing to be there for her.
Yep.
Sex, which is very hard. Which is very hard to find. And if you got good sex, you got a man that treats you right, you got a man that coming home with a check, why are you trying to yours that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
I'm with you, bro.
So,
You don't think there's anything wrong with her wanting him to be more ambitious?
I mean, that's the thing. She can instill ambition in a man if she shows. You know what I'm saying? Because what? We do want to please our woman. If we see that that's going to be a continuing issue, we're going to try something to make it right. But she needs to put in that effort, but she needs to go
She
ahead.
did. She said she does try to get him to do more.
And by the way, there's never a balance.
She did say that.
There's never a balance because if you got the guy who got all the money, you're going to be like, you don't give me your time. You don't give me your attention. You always busy. You always working. Yeah, because I'm making this money you said you wanted.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Is sometimes it's either or. It's very hard to do both. Pastor Carl.
It's hard to be bi, right, Envy?
I said to be both. And you never talk about it. Why is everything sexual with you? That's what I want to know, huh?
That's another topic for another day. Focus.
All right.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, y'all crazy, man. What's up, man?
Hey.
How you guys doing? I think you should motivate, man. And Envy, I want you to be consistent, bro. I say that because you know doggone well, man, if your kids gave an average effort, a below average effort in school, you'd be pushing them to do better, right?
Yes,
that's a fact.
I would encourage my kids to do better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't hear what she's saying is destructive. I think it's constructive. So she wants to build them up to better, and I don't think anything wrong with that.
But if my kids got their degree and they graduated and had a job that was just a good job and they were happy, my whole thing is I want my kids to be happy. I don't care about the money. I don't care about anything else. For me, happiness is everything. Happiness is what makes sure you don't have stress or make sure you don't have problems.
But what if they
like,
I don't want to go to college. I'm happy just being here and I just want to work a regular 9 to 5 and not even go to college, and that's that.
If they really felt that way, we'd have a conversation. If they really felt that way, we'd have a conversation.
I don't think that's the same as making more money, because I think that when it comes to education and making better choices in school, those are things that you can correct yourself immediately. You can't just make more money because you want to make more money.
And she's probably also thinking about the future. Like, what if we have kids together? We want to get a home. We have a mortgage to take care of. We need to make sure that we're set. If you're thinking about a future together with somebody, she's bringing her money to the table. She wants him to step it up. What's wrong with that?
800-585-1051. We'll take some more calls when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. But we're still taking your calls about this young lady that called her and get it off your chest. Let's listen.
Would you seen a guy who was making minimum wages, but everything is good with him? He just don't have a lot of money. He does security. He's in his early 40s. It's just that when we out, I'm paying half the bill. But my goal is pushing him to do better or pushing him to even look for a better job. He may be content with what he's doing, and that's the problem right now.
So what do you think? We have Sativa on the line. Sativa!
That's not your real name.
That's your real name?
I swear to God, that's my real name.
Damn, your parents used to smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, I had some of you this weekend, Sativa.
Whoa. Hey, come on now. You're married.
You give me anxiety. I could never date you, even though I'm married, but still.
Go ahead.
Yes, Sativa. Talk to me.
Go ahead, Sativa.
Okay, so my opinion about the situation is I think that it all just depends on, like, what your values are in life. If you really want to be married and, like, have a family and everything like that, then you should look past somebody's income as long as they have a job and they're, like, motivated to wake up and go every day. But if owning a house and, like, doing traveling and all that big stuff is more important to you, then sorry, not sorry, but if you don't have a good job, you gotta go.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's about her priorities.
Everybody listening to us right now wants to make more money. You know what I'm saying? But they just can't go out there and get another job. Why? Because they may have kids that they got to take care of at night. I mean, they just may not have the time for another job. Like, we're acting like people could just wave a magic wand and make more money.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Tia from Houston.
Hey, Tia from A-Town. Good morning.
I definitely am I was in the same situation.
Lord.
Yeah, Charlamagne, don't do me like that, okay?
I need to know how much you make a year, first of all, before you continue this conversation. How much do you make a year?
I make about $42,000. I'm a paralegal.
That's the average. That's the average. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So, my girlfriend, which I met her at the daycare where she used to work at, she was making about $8.25. And I met her in August. And I kept telling her, I was like, she lived in an income-based apartment. She was paying $300 in rent. I have a roommate, and we pay about $1,700 in rent. We have a 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom house. We have 5 kids total in the house. So I told her, you can't be closed-minded. You have to grow. You have to, be better than you were the day before. That's the goal in life. And so I kept pushing her, and I kept pushing her, And at the end of the day, to old girl, if that person loves you enough to want to give you the lifestyle that you want to live with that person, then they'll do what it takes. Because now my girlfriend, she's making about $18 an hour.
Okay. See, and that's great. And see, security guards make $13 to $17 an hour. They average about $25,000 a year.
And I don't like when people say do what it takes. That means that what if this man want to go out there and get a brick of coke? You know what I'm saying? Because you pressing him. Don't say do what it takes.
But, she was encouraging her to do something that was actually beneficial to her also. It's also about yourself and your own taking care of yourself. So even if you're not together, that's something that's beneficial. Now you done did something even better than you were doing before. Well, what's wrong with that?
What's the moral of the story, guys?
The moral of the story for me, man, is when it comes to love versus money, I'll always choose love over money, because if you're lucky enough to have found real love, then you're already rich.
And the moral of the story to me is you don't have to be content with being content.
That's so romantic. All right. Now we got rumors on the way, Yee?
Yes. Now imagine your friend exposes you for cheating on Instagram Live. We'll tell you who this just happened to.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We'll get into this next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, looks like a judge has issued a bench warrant for Tierra Marie, and that's because she did not report to court despite being ordered by officials to do so. So now there's a $5,000 bench warrant that could lead to her arrest if she does come into contact with the police.
Listen, man, I kind of agree with 50 on this one. The law is the law.
Lock her up.
I'm serious.
He gets his money.
I ain't saying lock her up. I'm just saying that the law is the law. If I sued you and you didn't pay me my money, and you were supposed to come to court so we can figure out how I get my payment, you didn't come to court, the law is the law. You might got to go to jail.
All right. Well, Tierra Marie, in the meantime, posted a meme of herself running from a car with 50 Cent driving. And she put, "Y'all F with the album cover? I ain't got it. Link in my bio, album coming soon."
Oh, she playing.
Listen, but see, I liked how Tierra Marie was handling this at first, but I don't like it anymore, because all those people that's laughing with you on social media, they ain't going to help with your bond. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to help you pay them lawyers that you're going to need. All right? Take your ass to court and figure this out.
Yeah, you can't out petty Miss. Okay. You can't out petty 50 either. That's not
all right. Now let's talk about Nicolas Cage. His estranged wife, even though they were only married for 4 days, wants to get spousal support.
What?
Yes, she has filed legal documents. They filed for an annulment. He filed for an annulment just last month after they were married for only 4 days in Vegas. He said he reacted on impulse and without the ability to recognize or understand the full impact of his actions.
Oh, boy.
And he said that the marriage was based on fraud. So now she's saying that they aren't fit for marriage, and she does want a divorce, but she does want to get that spousal support. And
after
she
4
to
days?
pay for legal fees.
No, not after no damn 4 days. I don't even know you. I don't even know your last
Especially
name.
if you get it annulled, then it really won't matter.
Right.
So they got married on March 23rd, but then they had an argument right before the wedding, and then
I'll pay you for these 4 days.
This was
how much these 4 days cost?
Fourth marriage, by the way.
Well, how much these 4 days cost? I'll pay you for 4 days.
All right, now looks like Little Bibby won't be getting married anytime soon after he was on Instagram Live and something happened. He had one of his friends on live with him, and I guess he accidentally got exposed for cheating.
Oh, who you with? You with your
With what? Why you say that? You said I don't know. Huh? You know about something I don't?
I'm on live right now.
He gonna say something.
Well, whoopsie.
He might be able to beat that one.
He ain't know how to play that off.
He
should have said prayer.
Right
he should have said prayer partner. As soon as she said, well, "I'm your what?" Prayer partner. That's all.
Totally messed that up. His boy definitely messed that up. All right, for all of you fans of Lemonade, Lemonade was at first only available for streaming on Tidal, but now Lemonade is available on all streaming platforms for the first time ever. So finally, that has happened. I know, okay, I feel ashamed to say this. I don't have Tidal.
Damn,
that's foul.
can't believe
Black-owned business.
I can't believe you.
You got iTunes?
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I have Pandora, and I have Spotify. I have
And you got iHeart, too? And you don't got Tidal?
Tidal was the last one, and I have all these other ones.
Black man owned Tidal. You can't support the black man.
I got to figure it out, man. But it's just too many streaming services, and it's already just...
All I got is Tidal. I got Apple, but I'm about to cancel my
you canceled
subscription.
everything? You keep saying you canceled
I
it.
got Tidal.
I've always had Tidal. I've had Tidal since it came out.
No, I'm saying Apple. You keep on saying you're going to cancel
Because I don't use
iTunes.
it. And the reason I don't use Apple, because Tidal really does sound better. If you get the high quality Tidal, it absolutely sounds better.
All right. Well, that's going to be available on everything now.
And it's black owned.
Now, Ariana Grande has thanked Jim Carrey, and that is because he gave her advice on dealing with depression. She had posted before about her depression. She said, depression is your body saying, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. You should think of the word depressed as deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play. Now, Jim Carrey posted to Ariana Grande, I read your lovely mention of me and things I've said about depression. A brilliant teacher and friend, Jeff Foster, was OG on the deep rest concept. I admire your openness. I wish you freedom and peace. I feel blessed to have such a gifted admirer. Happy Easter. So she thanked him for his kindness, and I guess that really helped her out a lot. You never know in what form that help can come to you if you're browsing on social media and see something that pertains to you at that moment. Now, T.I. has bailed out 23 non-violent offenders. He did that on Easter.
Okay. That's dope.
It was 23 people, 7 women, and 16 men. They were bailed out of DeKalb County Jail in Georgia after he went with some people to bail out the group of nonviolent and first-time offenders. So that was a really great deed to do that really helped change people's lives. Now, T.I. and the church that he was with, senior pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant, are doing this bailout program. They're going to connect each recipient with a certified mentor for weekly check-ins, and a portion of donations will be used to establish college savings for any kids of the former inmates as well. That's what we need. Some people out here really doing the work and helping.
Yeah, T.I.'s doing his damn.
That's why T.I. ain't got no business arguing back and forth with no damn Kodak Black. You busy, bro. Okay?
All right, and speaking of donations, Kid Cudi just paid $10,000 on Postmates, and that was to give Popeyes to homeless people. He did that, and that went to a shelter, which serves hundreds of homeless people, and they all got a nice hot meal thanks to Kid Cudi.
Now, I'm not applauding this unless I know he bought them a drink, because if you gave them homeless people Popeyes and with no drink, he trying to kill them with that damn biscuit.
Yo, stop it, man. He
serious.
did a good thing.
I
Well, it
love
was Popeyes chicken, biscuits, mashed potatoes, and fries.
That's good.
No drink?
Maybe they have stuff to
Go
drink
check on them
already at the
homeless
shelter.
people,
No,
man.
stop
Might be a
it.
bunch of corpses.
Stop it, man.
Go check on them homeless people, man. I'm serious,
Stop it, man.
They ain't had no drink to
He
go with
gave
that biscuit.
food, man.
They dead right
He
now.
did a good deed.
He did a good deed.
All
Yeah,
right.
Just
stop
applaud
it.
him for that.
I'm not applauding nobody till I know they're alive.
Now, Kanye West, 50,000 people attended his Sunday service, and that was at Coachella. 50,000 festival goers went up early to go and watch that ceremony, which included, of course, all the Kardashians, Chance the Rapper, Donald Glover was there, Lizzo, Kid Cudi, DMX, and others were there as well. So he did perform numerous gospel songs alongside his choir, and he debuted a new track called Water, which we played for you, and he did his classics as well, like Jesus Walks. People were very upset about this for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. I saw people like beefing about him, like doing a Sunday service
Really?
and using the Lord's name and all this. But Kanye West, whether or not you like him, has always had the theme throughout his music of church
God.
and God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, why you mad at people for praising the way he wants to praise?
He's been doing the Sunday service for the last couple of months, right?
Yeah, he's been doing that for the last couple of months. But even in his music, I mean, how long ago was Jesus Walks?
Man, people just want something to complain about, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Charlamagne,
Yes.
who you giving that donkey to?
Speaking of complaining, I want Will Kane of ESPN to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him.
All right,
This should spark a good discussion. I like good discussion starters.
Okay, all right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, April 23rd goes to Will Kane of ESPN. Oh, the mayonnaise is heavy with this one. Now, I watch ESPN religiously. I watch Will Kane on there often. I'm not sure if he really believes the things that come out of his mouth or if he's just there to be a contrarian. It seems to me as if Will Kane caters to a certain demographic in America, and that demographic is the conservative, potentially alt-right Trump supporters who watch ESPN. That's fine. I'm not mad at that because it makes for good TV. It's great content, okay, that he provides because of opinions like this. Now, Will Kane was on ESPN arguing yesterday about the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Flyers distancing themselves from Kate Smith. Now, who is Kate Smith? She is a singer born in Virginia in 1907. She died at the age of 79 in 1986. Now, if you were born in 1907 in the South, like she was, and you were white, it's safe to say you were probably racist. Okay, you had some bigotry in you. I mean, because that was the culture of the time. I mean, she was 42 years after the 13th Amendment abolished slavery. That's when she was born, and 57 years before the Civil Rights Act of 1964 ended segregation. So yeah, she was born right into the midst of the bigotry and probably raised a bigot. Now, she sang a rendition of God Bless America that the Yankees and Flyers no longer want to play. The reason they don't want to play that record anymore is because they feel like Kate Smith has a history of making racist music. Let's go to WPIX 11 for the report, please.
Kate Smith's God Bless America has been synonymous with the seventh inning stretch at Yankee Stadium for nearly 2 decades. But now the Bronx Bombers are putting her on mute after the organization was made aware of songs Smith recorded that have been deemed racist. Smith, who passed away in 1986, recorded the jingle Pickaninny Heaven, where black children were urged to fantasize about great big watermelons. Another recording, That's Why Darkies Were Born, recorded in 1939, where the lyrics read, someone had to pick the cotton, that's why darkies were born. Despite some 80 years that have passed, the Yankees took swift action. The New York Yankees not the only professional sports team pulling the plug on Kate Smith. In wake of the controversy, the Philadelphia Flyers have also announced they are cutting ties with the late singer.
Now, Will Kane of ESPN said that the Yankees and Flyers are overreacting. Let's go to ESPN first, take to hear what Will Kane had to say.
I'm suggesting it's an absolute and utter fool's errand to go back through history, decades, someone who's been passed away for 30 years, incidents which occurred 8 decades ago, and apply modern historical standards to something you can almost reach a century. I'm suggesting that your standard only requires a handful of people to be a little outraged to go back and tear statues down. And I'm telling you that by your standard, President Obama's statues would not stand to today's standards when it comes to gay rights.
Stephen
and that to me is
That's fair. That's pretty damn easy for you to say because you're not the offended party.
There's no debate about the nature of the songs that Kate Smith sang. No one is here to excuse them. What we're talking about is how we treat history and the standards we apply.
Why are we arguing this? If you know better, you do better. Okay, at one point in time, that kind of bigotry, that kind of racism was life in America. So Kate Smith was only living the life she knew. Art is a reflection of life, so her art was reflecting the life she was living, but that doesn't fly now. Kate Smith doesn't deserve a statue. Just like Strom Thurmond doesn't deserve a highway or deserves to have buildings named after him. Robert E. Lee doesn't deserve a statue. And the Confederate flag doesn't deserve to fly over state houses in this country. Why? Because doing that is a celebration of racism. All right? This isn't rocket science, people. There's a reason there are no Nazi statues in Germany. And America needs to learn from post-war Europe. Okay, if majority of Americans have agreed that the destruction of slavery was just the outcome of the Civil War, then, well, the just, outcome of the Civil War, then why would we continue to honor Confederate leaders and racist bigots, okay? Why would we deny their crimes? You know why people like Will Kane would even attempt to defend Kate Smith is because of a lot of Americans have yet to come to terms with the collective responsibility America played in slavery, segregation, and every other systemic practice America implemented to keep their foot on Negroes' necks. Now, I know it seems like they are canceling Kate Smith, but they're not. They are canceling behavior. Okay, if you are saying that the Yankees and Flyers are going too far by not wanting to perform, Kate Smith songs anymore, then it's a great chance that you are holding on to old ways and old values. Okay, once again, we are not canceling people. We are canceling behavior. Okay, not to mention Kate Smith's rendition of God Bless America don't slap. All right, Whitney Houston's rendition of God Bless America is the fire one. Look, if the Yankees and Flyers investigated and they found out the songs were racist and they don't want to rock with them anymore, then so be it. The only people who are upset about this are the people who want to make America great again. And by great, I mean they want to keep it racist. All right, look, the world has evolved. You either evolve with it or remain stagnant and die. Please let Kathy Griffin handle my white work and give
give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
Okay.
She got right to it.
It's like a white woman just to interrupt me. All right. But yes, please give Will Kane the biggest hee-haw. He got that. All right.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Can we just hear a clip of Whitney Houston's God Bless America?
Oh, you want to hear the God Bless America that slaps?
Yeah, can we hear a clip of that?
That one slaps. All right, Kate Smith's one is cool. It's cute. All right. But Whitney slaps.
She has some titles to her songs.
You hear
boy.
me?
Whoa.
There's plenty of renditions of God Bless America that you can play. All right. And once again, you're not canceling Kate Smith. You're just canceling, behavior.
Okay.
Racism.
Well, let's open up the
bigotry.
phone lines. 800-585-1051. What do you think about Kate Smith? Do you think we should not be playing her music anymore, or playing her songs in Yankee Stadium and the Flyers Stadium? Do you think we should be canceling her music? Or do you do you agree with, what's his name, Will Kane?
Will Kane, the ESPN.
Will Kane. All right, 800-585-1051. Let's talk about it. Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave Donkey of the Day to Will Kane from ESPN.
Yes.
All because he was, I guess, riding with...
He's riding with Kate Smith. The Yankees and the Flyers both want to stop playing Kate Smith's music because Kate Smith has a history of, having racist
disgusting
songs.
racism.
Can we play a clip of her racist songs so people can
Which
understand?
one you want to play? Do you want to play That's Why Darkies Were Born?
Yeah.
Someone had to pick the cotton. Someone had to pick the corn. Someone had to slave and be able to sing. That's why darkies were born.
Okay.
I think I might remake that one. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's not funny.
I got a 2019 version of that I can get on.
But are we fine with canceling her music? And I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm
fine
definitely
with it. I
fine
don't
with
care.
it.
I don't care the fact that she did a good song, but she did a bunch of horrible ones. No, you just can't have blackies and you just can't get them to pick and have dreams of watermelon. No, it doesn't.
And it does matter because you're putting money into the pockets of
Absolutely.
her state and everything. And this reminds me of when at the NFL they banned Gary Glitter's song from the Super Bowl. You know, he's the one that does that. Hey.
You sure they banned that? I could have sworn I went to a game and I heard that recently. I could have sworn I heard this at a game. Hey!
So what they might do is do cover versions of it, but they won't do the real song anymore. But they definitely banned it from the NFL. The bosses at the NFL said that song cannot be played at the Super Bowl and none of that.
I'm like, cancel her forever. I don't care. Like, I don't want to hear
But he
her
was
music.
a pedophile. That's why they canceled it.
Cancel him
He went
too.
to jail for 16 years.
Cancel him too. But the fact that she did all the songs, racist songs.
We have so many options, like
Whitney.
Yeah, other
Listen,
songs we could use. Why
listen.
do we have to put money in these people's pockets?
When it comes to any old content, if the old content is insensitive, cancel it. But we're not canceling people, we're canceling behavior. But specifically when it comes to racism and bigotry, I think America needs to learn from post-war Europe. There are no Nazi statues in Germany, and that's after a long process of public reconciliation with history for Germans to acknowledge their shared responsibility for the legacy of Nazism. So take down all the statues of racists in America, change the names of the highways named after racists, and America needs to really have some type of public reconciliation when it comes to the history of slavery and segregation and racism in this country.
Hello, who's this?
This is Katie.
Hey, Katie, what do you think? Should we cancel her music?
Absolutely. I think that we, as Americans, we all want to say, oh, we live in such a progressive country, but people need to stop. Anything that promotes racism is just unacceptable. Like, we're all the same. I'm so sick of hearing stereotypes about black people in America. It's ridiculous. Like, we are all the same on the inside. We need to be more progressive and more accepting. And, that was the reality in the past, but it needs to stay in the past. So I absolutely think they should stop playing it.
That's it.
Wake up, America. Like, I'm, a little white girl from the South, and it makes me irate to see how black people are treated in our country.
Thank you.
It's not acceptable. My baby is mixed. My fiance is Mexican, and I worry, is my daughter going to have to deal with this stuff? And by this point, where we're at, it's 2019. Why are we still doing that?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why there's a debate.
Me neither.
Like, what's the problem?
I don't get it either. Todrick.
He used these too.
What?
Huh?
Hello?
What'd you say?
Good morning, Darky.
No, hey, good morning, man. What's going on?
This guy's a jerk, man. What do you think, Todrick?
Man, I think, man, I think, man, they should take down the songs for real, because I feel like white people won't understand our feeling unless you put somebody that white people hate, like OJ or something. So put it in a perspective so white people can understand how we feeling. Would you take down all the OJ statues? And the answer would be yes. But
I get what you're saying.
How we feel. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Thank you, bro.
Because a lot of white people will be like, it's just a song. No, it's not just a song. It's a reminder of a harsh reality and a harsh time in America that America still has not even properly apologized for. That's why the reparations conversation is so big right now, because it's not even just about handing out checks to everyone. It's just that it's about America acknowledging that they did a wrong to a group of people. They systemically put a group of people, black people, in a position. Now they need to do something to systemically get us out of it.
800-585-1051. Do you think we should cancel Kate Smith's music? Call us up right now. We'll play a clip of it when we come back as a Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Kate Smith and never playing her songs again. Now, the reason being is she's saying the God Bless America that you probably hear in a lot of the stadiums, but she also had a couple of other songs like this.
She had another one called Pickaninny Heaven.
And what was that?
I don't know what the hell a pickaninny is, but it don't sound good. All right. What the hell is a pickaninny? Anybody know?
I think it's like a kid. I'm not but maybe I'm thinking pickney.
A little nigger baby?
They're like pick a cotton. That's what I thought.
What is pickaninny?
I don't know. Google it. Did you Google it?
Oh, okay. In modern sensibility, the term implies a caricature which can be used in a derogatory and racist sense. Okay, so the pickaninny is characterized by three qualities.
It's supposed to be a black child.
Yeah, juvenile.
Yeah, it's a kid.
Always of color and always resistant, if not immune to pain. So yeah, a little baby.
My goodness. All right, so we're asking, should we ban her stuff? I absolutely, positively ban her ass. We shouldn't be playing none of her music.
I'm not about canceling, Kate. I'm about canceling her behavior. And the reason I'm not going to cancel Kate, because she was born in 1907, right? So if you're born after slavery, like think 42 years after slavery was abolished, and then you're born 57 years before the Civil Rights era, okay, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was implemented, then you're born in the midst of bigotry.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
I still can't.
No, it matters. It matters.
It doesn't matter.
It matters because she might have grown to realize the error in her ways. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a young child born into the midst of bigotry. In Virginia in 1907, she never really stood a chance.
But there's a lot of white people out there that were against slavery.
That's a fact.
And this woman's talking about pick some cotton and dreams of having water.
She's super for it.
Bro, both of y'all went to college.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And yes, you're right when you say that there was a lot of white people against slavery. But you telling me that racist America wasn't majority a racist country in 1907?
I'm sure that doesn't make it right.
Especially in the South.
That doesn't make it right.
But all I'm saying is she was born in the culture. It's just like a brother being born in the hood, and he might have been around a lot of crime, and he might have been committing a lot of violent acts, but as he got older, he knows better, so he does better.
I still won't like her.
I'm not going to dislike her, but I'm not canceling her music. I'm canceling her behavior.
Yeah, I don't like all that darky stuff.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If they build a statue of Snoop Dogg and the women's rights organization says, no, we don't want his statue up because he wrote a song called Bitches Ain't Shit, but hoes and tricks, get on the knees and suck the dick. Are you going to be mad those women don't want the statue up?
But he would say he wasn't talking about all women.
Man, shut up.
And I can guarantee you that they would definitely be against putting that statue up.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying.
Ben, good morning.
So we're not canceling Snoop, though. We're canceling his behavior.
Ben.
Yo, what's up?
What do you think about canceling this song, man?
Yeah, I think, particularly with Will Kane, is like my man Andrew Gillum said. I ain't saying he racist, but the racists sure think he racist because he was real slick with 2 points. If the old stuff she put out was only a song and we should get over it, then her rendition is only a song and he should get over that. And the second piece is if you listen back to that clip, he slid them statues in there too.
Yes, he did.
Going back and people want to pull down statues. Man, he was way out of his lane, and I just think he's showing his true colors. Them statues should have never been up, much less taken down. Hey, it's a song. Get over it. I think the Yankees and the Flyers did the right thing.
Yep.
And the Flyers are hockey. And if they pulling it and they not using it, you know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really wish Max and Stephen A would have just said, America needs to learn from post-war Europe. Like, there are no Nazi statues in Germany.
Chris.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, Chris. Now what do you think, Chris?
Oh, Chris, I can hear it in your voice.
I was waiting to talk to you guys. So one thing is that I feel like they're perpetuating this idea that everyone needs to be perfect. So they keep going into history to make sure we didn't tweak something 10 years ago to make sure that doesn't go against what we're talking about now. I feel like when somebody is that perfect, it strips away the human aspect of them. They're less human than most of us the moment they have the super clean record. That's one thing. And the second thing is that I feel like a lot of these little white kids start off from zero, not having a history of oppression. You understand? And a lot of us start at like -5 because we're using this oppression or our history as something that's holding us back or something that, we had to strive through in order to become what we are. So a lot of the kids believe that, I'm already being held back. And they're starting from that point instead of starting from fresh.
So you think we should still be playing her song?
So, nah, I'm completely against that.
Okay.
But don't let our history bite us in the ass.
Yeah, listen, I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect in their past. I just want us to learn from our mistakes. When you know better, you do better. America has yet to apologize for the things they put black people through in this country. And just like in Germany, the reason there's no Nazi statues, because they had a long process of public reconciliation with their history. America has to do the same thing, and they have to acknowledge their shared responsibility and the legacy of slavery and segregation and all that other stuff. And these songs may just be songs to some people, but to a whole other group of people, it's a harsh reminder of a world that we lived in and don't want to live in anymore. So if America's really serious about, getting rid of racism and getting rid of bigotry, then it starts with taking down those statues. It starts with, not celebrating those people who created those kind of records. It starts with not naming highways after racists and bigots. But that's just my take on it.
All right. Well, we got rumors on the way, Yee.
Yes, and we have a Birdman story for you guys in honor of our 2-year anniversary with Birdman coming to the Breakfast Club. It's good news for Birdman.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Rodney.
Rodney, what's your question for Yee?
My question for Yee is, I walked in on my girlfriend and my son having sex.
Your girlfriend and your son?
Wait, hold on. How old is your son?
My son is 19.
Okay, go ahead.
They didn't see me, though.
So you didn't say anything?
Punk ass daddy. What am I supposed to say?
Excuse me.
Excuse
you just
me?
let them finish? You just left?
This is why you got to beat your son right here.
Yeah.
So now what?
I was embarrassed. You know what I mean?
You're embarrassed?
Hell yeah, his son took his girl.
And his son's penis is clearly bigger than his.
You know this is Ask Yee, right?
Sorry.
All right, so this is still your girlfriend because you said your girlfriend.
Yeah, as of right now, yeah.
What is wrong with you? Do you have low self-esteem?
You gonna ask him that?
Yeah, man, I guess so.
How old is your girlfriend, sir?
She's 42.
All right, well, maybe you should learn something from your son. Obviously, he was putting it down and you couldn't.
And shout out to your son.
You do need to grow some balls, sir.
And shout out to your son for banging that vented vagina, man.
Stop it, man. Sir, don't hurt yourself.
Please stand up for yourself.
Just break up with the girl and talk to your son, man. Good
luck. You don't have a girlfriend anymore, just so you know.
Yeah, I know now.
Well, for all you Cardi B fans and Fashion Nova fans, Fashion Nova and Cardi B are doing something together. Now, they have her Cardi B line dropping on May 8th, and they're also going to have what they say is going to be the biggest event of the year. That's her second collection that's launching. So they are going to choose some lucky winners to fly out and party with Cardi. So you can go to fashionnova.com if you want to win and hang out with her, and there's going to be other surprise performers.
Okay.
Everybody wears Fashion Nova and promotes it, so I can't even imagine who they're going to have.
Do you have any Fashion Nova stuff, Yee?
Yes, I do. I'll let you know when I wear it. I'll tag it.
Okay.
Of course I do. All right. Now, Britney Spears, they did announce back in January that she was calling off her Vegas residency, and that's because her father was seriously ill. But what they are saying now is that there's more to it. What else could it be? Well, according to sources, the sales just were pretty soft for her Domination show, and that might be because tickets were extremely expensive also.
I thought she checked herself into a mental health facility or something.
That as well. She is in a mental health facility. This was back in January that they called off her residency in Vegas, but now they're saying it was because of soft ticket sales also. Now, some people were saying that she was released from a mental health facility over the weekend, but she actually was just out. She was having a day trip with her boyfriend, so she's still there. Checked in. All right, and good news for Birdman. Tyga has reportedly dropped that $10 million lawsuit against him. Now, according to the lawsuit, Tyga said it was a breach of contract and he wanted $10 million in damages. And it was looking like they were working towards a settlement, but then that died down and Birdman ultimately decided that Tyga owned his stuff for cash money instead of the other way around. So they said that there was no allegations against them, so I guess somehow they must have reached some type of agreement and now can't speak about it.
So what's the agreement? Did Tyga get back all the rights to his songs? Did he get his masters? Did he get some type of payout? His back pay?
If he owns the rights, I'm sure they had to give him his masters. Maybe they gave him a little bread or something.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, no, actually, this Birdman was saying that Tyga owes them also. So I don't know what they came to, if they talked behind closed doors.
Well, Tyga just bought a $500,000 chain.
He decided to drop that lawsuit. Maybe Birdman gave him a little something. Who knows?
Yeah, he got a little bread.
The chain. Tyga got a good hairline. Okay, Tiger didn't buy the kind of hairline that washes off in the shower. Tiger got the kind of hairline that is going to grow with him. So that's how I know he's getting some money.
But
got
I'm sure
a
that's
little PRP
good.
or something.
I'm sure that's good news. Nobody likes to have those lawsuits looming over them.
Nobody likes to not have a hairline, but go ahead.
Oh, that either. All right, now Pink was on Ellen, and she said she's not posting pictures of her kids anymore. Here's what she said.
People went as far as saying someone should call child services.
Because he didn't have a diaper on.
Because he didn't have a diaper on, and how dare I, and just like some of the nastiest things and I cried. I cried so hard after that because I like to share my family. It's my proudest moment in my whole life. I'm prouder of my kids than anything I've ever done, and I won't share them anymore.
Well, you shouldn't have been sharing them to begin with. Look, I don't knock anybody who shares their children on social media, but you have to know these people on social media will have nothing nice to say about your children. Okay.
Yeah, some people do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, some people
That's
have
not
nice
the way
things to
social
say.
media. No, it doesn't, and y'all know
Evan,
that.
do they say mean things about your kids?
I would say 95% of the people say nice things. You get a small,
The majority.
But you have
small minority
you
of
have
people that are
word
just a race.
You have word filters. You block people.
You
Okay.
do?
All right.
Yes.
Well, exactly.
Charlamagne taught me how.
All right then. Post a regular picture and let the real comments through and see what happens.
No, because I don't need that negativity in my life.
Exactly.
So
That's my
95%
point.
of the people that when I post, I just posted some videos of my kids at Easter. I don't care.
Listen, keep this. It's some things you should keep to yourself.
It's my positivity out there.
I love my children. I don't feel like I got to share that with the world. If you my family, if you my friend, then you know my kids.
I mean, it's anybody's own personal decision.
Yeah, I
If they
share.
want to post their
I
kids,
share the
they
good,
can.
the bad, and ugly with the world.
Well, I just want the record to show that a lot of these celebrities that have been posting their kids, they all eventually do what Pink did and say, you know what, I ain't posting my kids no more. I'm sick of this.
Oh, she should know how to block certain words. She ain't
See what I'm saying?
She ain't got to worry about
See,
it.
this kid acting like all of a sudden social media is peaches and cream. No, it's not.
I don't know. It's hard for some people because sometimes you might be overwhelmed with love. Oh my God, this is so cute. I'm going to post this picture.
I post everything that I enjoy in this world. Who cares?
Better send a group chat to your family.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee.
Hey,
All right.
fam. I'm kidding.
All right. Now, Revolt is off this week, so Revolt will be back next week.
Revolt is off this week. They got to pay for more episodes of State of the Culture, I'm sure.
My goodness.
Is Joe? Did Joe and Remy and Scotty and Jinx do the show when Revolt's off?
I don't know.
All right, when Revolt off, it's off.
I think it's off.
One time, drop on the clues bombs for Revolt. Black-owned network.
They can't see.
That can turn on and off when they want to.
Here you go.
Is Revolt on? If I turn Revolt on, is it on TV?
Yes, it's
So it's probably reruns or music.
Well,
or
okay, gotcha.
I don't know if it's
something.
on. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't bet my life on it.
I don't have Revolt.
But oh my goodness.
I don't.
I think it's on.
No,
No,
my
it's
cable
on.
company doesn't have it.
Someone had to pick the cotton. Someone had to pick the corn.
it.
Someone had to slave and be able to sing. That's why darkies were born.
Oh my goodness. The mix
Well,
is up
shout out
next.
to everybody at Revolt. That's part of our
Shout out all the darkies.
crew. That's part of our crew as well. And I love that it's a black-owned company, but there's some work to be done
All
so
right.
that y'all can be at work while we're at work.
The darkies have went dark for the week.
You know what? This is the Breakfast Club.